Alright guys, it's Michael, and today we are going to be doing a little thing called Ask Albanians. We're going to ask Albanians certain questions, and we'll see what they have to say. Hello. Hey, can I ask you a few questions?
Sorry, I'm going to work.
Okay. Hello there. Can I ask you guys a few questions about Albania? Hello. Can I ask you a few questions? Okay. Can I ask you a few questions about Albania? No? Okay. Hello. Can I ask you a few questions about Albania?
Huh?
Can I ask you questions about Albania? Hello. Can I ask you a few questions about Albania? Just a few questions like what people should know before they come to Albania, or just a key thing that someone should know about Albania. I recently heard, I didn't know this, that Albania just opened for tourists like 20 years ago. Is that right?
Yes, but look, now before 1992, to say like in general, if you come in Albania like a tourist, it was just like you come, you have special places to stay.
Okay, you don't venture.
You can talk with people.
Okay.
Because they see from the tourist, the communist government see the dangers that comes from the capitalism.
Okay.
The people was afraid to just to talk, not to be friendly, but just to talk.
And then when the Soviet Union fell, then that all started to change.
No, Soviet Union, I am now 70 years almost, but no, after we break in 1960, it was the influence of Soviet Union was
it was already going down.
Yes, began to go.
Okay.
And the Chinese education, it was not a education that it came to us, because it was different, very, very different, you know.
Okay.
And after the radio, the TV from Italia, and Yugoslavia, there was American movies, and to educate himself with those ideas.
Okay.
With American movie, Italian songs, French, or everything that it was from the West, not the East.
And
payments.
What do you think would help boost the economy here to make the people have more money?
It doesn't matter who you are. You are right or left or things like that. Here, it's something that we are missing. No minimum living.
No minimum living.
No. This means that we have to accept that the minimum living for one people or for four people, because they are different, but we have to have some rules.
Right.
And if I have to live, if I want to live, I have to have home. If I have no home, where can I find? If I get, for example, just 200 euro, but 200 euro it's not so bad, but because I am in pension now, but 200 euro, 100 euro or more, it's just the rent for one bachelor. How can I live? We have to.
So half of your rent, half of your money goes to rent.
More
goes to rent.
More. In general, the business do have to be formal, Every job have to be formal, not work just in under the table and after you want the money. This will happen, but not 50% of people work under the table. After you can say, "Oh, I want." You want? No. Yes, I can give you. But if you have a building that it's 3-story high, and you have 10 rooms and things like that, and you're saying that I want now that the government have to pay me, fuck you, man.
Is that kind of why the businesses around here don't take credit card? They only take cash, so they can kind of do stuff with taxes.
Cash, but look.
Because it's a 20% tax, right?
But look, if you want to use just the credit cards, doesn't debit or credit, doesn't matter. First, you have to take the payments with checks.
With checks?
Yes.
Okay.
Go in everywhere. Nobody pay with check. And when you get the check, you have to take another payment check. Where is the salary? Where is the taxes? Where is the payment? And everything like that it's...
And when you pay cash, the businesses are able to say, "Oh, the sale wasn't as
when
much."
I pay cash and...
they don't give taxes.
And outside in West. If I get the cash...
yeah, no tax.
No tax.
Right. Right, and I like that though. Thank you very much. Thank you. All right.
Okay.
And what is your name again?
Arben.
Arben.
Yes.
Arben. All right, so we're here with Arben. We're just gonna ask him a few questions on what his opinion is on different things as an Albanian. For the first question, what's your opinion on other Balkan nations as an Albanian? Like, for example, like Macedonia and...
Albania actually is surrendered by Albanians. Is the only country in the world because even our neighbors in North Macedonia half of it is Albanians, the other half is a mixture between Macedonians and other nationalities. But also Kosovo, where 92% are ethnic Albanians. In Serbia too we have ethnic Albanians. In Montenegro we have ethnic Albanians. In Greece we have a community of ethnic Albanians. So more or less we are connected with each other. Okay. However, that the politics and religions and corruption tries always to put people against each other.
Yeah.
In reality, deep into their veins, if you do the DNA, somehow we are related, brothers and sisters. So
you're just living in different countries.
We just live and we have different traditions. That's the best thing about the Balkans. That's why you should visit, or everyone who is looking to travel should visit the Balkans. And above all, peace is the solution. And
exactly.
And how that can happen? Through tourism. With tourism is the best tool.
In bringing people together. Yeah.
To bring people together, youth, to enjoy and know each other, younger generation, to think how they can enjoy and have a diversity of things instead of thinking how to hate and kill or whatever, like what happened in the past.
Now, is there any particular reason that the other nations kind of look down on Albania?
There is a particular reasons that especially, let's say, with some of our neighbors, they are influenced a lot by the Orthodox Church because they see Albanians as a Muslim country, as a Muslim nation, and because they are brainwashed in a way, like the jihadist brainwashed by other leaders of the Islam. Same thing happens in our neighbor countries. They are brainwashed by the Orthodox Church, and they see Albanians as Muslim, as primitive, and also they are looking to take more of our land. you know what I mean, in a way. But as I mentioned before, they should see the other corner, tourism and prosperity,
Right.
not hate.
They should all be together, you know?
Definitely.
Bring it up. Yes.
And especially if you see for the last 10 years, all the countries in the Balkans, the population is getting older, younger generation, even though if they are Albanians, Greeks, Serbian, or Montenegrins, or from North Macedonia, they are leaving the Balkans. They are going towards richer countries like Germany and
Right,
other countries in Nordic countries. So there is no room to fight, man. There's plenty of land, plenty of resources. Let's just concentrate on prosperity and peace and enjoyment.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yes, exactly.
This would be the best solution.
And where do you see Albania going in the next 10 years?
In the next 10 years, with the corruption that we have, things might get a bit difficult, but tourism will move on for better.
Do you think tourism will increase within the next 10 years or not?
It will increase, but there will be not enough people to serve. As a result, that young generation are leaving, and that is happening because of corruption. So I don't see any improvement if corruption doesn't stop, or if our corrupted leaders, not just in Albania, but also in the Balkans, be arrested and put them in prison, because they are holding the prosperity of Albania and the Balkans.
Okay. And if there was one thing that everyone should know about Albania, what would that be?
Hospitality, the gastronomy that is becoming top in Europe. And when we say top of Europe, because we concur with the prices and the fresh food and the distance from the field to the restaurant. It's most of the places is less than 50 kilometers. That is very important for people who love fresh food, tasty, organic and healthy.
Yes, I see there's a market that's very close to here.
New market, Pazar Iri.
Yeah, every day there's new fresh food, every single day.
Because the distance with the villages, even in Tirana, that we are not far.
Very close,
it's
very close.
10 kilometers,
Yes.
5 kilometers, 20. That's it, you get the fresh vegetables every day.
Very nice. Okay, well thank you very much. Thank you for answering the
also,
questions.
and welcome to Albania.
All right, thank you.
for
Thank you.
coming.
All right, you have a good one. All right, we are here with Orget.
Hi.
And we're at Trippin Hostel right now, and I have some questions for him. So, what is your opinion on the other Balkan nations as an Albanian?
Well, as an Albanian, we have here an expression that Albania is a country surrounded by Albanians, first of all. So basically, of course, we have a very nice feeling for all of the countries surrounding Albania. And from all of the history that whatever happened here, we're like one of the oldest living population in this area, us and the Greeks from history. So yeah, the feeling with other Balkan nation is quite good, to be honest, because we have same costumes, same way of doing things or thinking about the things. Even though in the past Albania has been communist, we've been isolated for the rest of the world for like 45 years. When we opened, we found out that also other nations in Balkan, such as also the Slavics, the Greeks as well, have almost same costume as Albanians. And the living together, besides everything what happened in the past, now is going in the very right direction. So I'm quite happy with everything in the Balkans.
Okay, so the relationship between other nations has been improving.
A lot.
Okay.
A lot. But especially because after Yugoslavia was like a very big nation, and it happened what happened with them in the past, with Kosovo and everything else. Now, after the collapse of Yugoslavia and the opening of Albania after communism, we had to deal not with just one state anymore, but we have more neighbors now, such as North Macedonia nowadays, Kosovo, which are very much related to us because they are all Albanians there, and also Montenegro. And so the living together with all these countries, and they're smaller countries now than they used to be in Yugoslavia. I think it's improving us a lot to collaborate in between others so we can get stronger together, let's say.
Okay, I'm meant to go.
Yeah, sorry.
Alright, no problem. Okay.
Anila, ike plume. Punoja ne, mos vi që këtej se kena intervist.
Okay, and then is there a particular reason why maybe some of the other nations still kind of look down on Albania, or do you think that has maybe changed recently?
I think it's changed recently, but because also working in a hostel, it makes you think different, let's say. It's true, you will find people that say bad things about Albania, or you find many Albanians talking bad things, let's say, about Serbia or Greece or whatever. But these are the people that never left their own home. So basically, they think about some place just about something that they heard for this place 10 years ago, 20 years ago. But the change in Albania has been quite huge. Calculated in 1997, Albania was just almost in a civil war. The situation was horrible. You cannot go out. People had guns just shooting or whatever. It was dangerous to walk around. And to us, to be honest, for example, Macedonia, that now is North Macedonia, and Montenegro to us was Europe. And now looking at Albania having the same, let's say, state of economics, maybe so over there, but same state as the infrastructure or the city expanding or whatever also the new economics is bringing, we're quite almost similar over there. So it makes me happy. It makes me happy that we did good job.
Very good, very good. And then within the next 10 years, where do you see Albania going?
Europe.
Becoming part of Europe?
Becoming part of Europe.
Like the EU?
We already in Europe, and this is quite a little bit funny to be honest, because as about all of the Western Balkans, we are all almost in the same situation. I don't think it affects much Europe. Just join us. Besides that, each of these Western Balkan countries has got their issues. I think it's faster and easier to solve all of the issues while in Europe, in the Union, because if outside it's still struggle to get there,
it's a lot more
and
difficult.
Every year is getting harder and harder to join. If we calculate, for example, when Bulgaria and Romania joined, it was a lot more easy. So if those rules was now still Albania, Montenegro, Macedonia, Serbia, of course, will already have been in the Union. So the Union is making it harder and harder to join, but still putting us tasks which are right. Of course, those are tasks that makes us a lot more better country and more stable, of course. But if we would have been in the Union there already, all this task will be a lot more easy to be fulfilled, in my opinion. Right. This is how I see.
Yeah, and if you're in Europe, you should be a part of the European Union. Yeah.
If you don't play football, you'll never know. If you're not gonna be in the team, you never learn how to play.
Yeah, that's very true. And then, what is one thing that everyone should know about Albania?
First expression of Albania is that Albanian's house belongs to God and the guest. We are very welcoming. With tourism, only these, let's say, last 10 years, we are opening more and more, and we're experiencing more and more tourists coming over. And we are on the right track to become a very touristic country. And let's hope we're not going to lose the spirit of welcoming the people with the same energy and the same vibe that we already do. Right.
And you find that hospitality here at Trippin Hostel. Honestly,
Thank you so much.
The best hostel in all of Albania. I'm going to put the link in the description where you can go check these guys out. And hopefully if you come to Albania, you come check out Trippin Hostel. Thank you again.
Thank you, Mike. Pleasure to have you here, man.
Thank you. Excuse me. Can I ask you... Can I ask you some questions about Albania? What's one thing that everyone should know about Albania?
Albania is a wonderful place that everyone can visit. It has some cultural. You made some, what I'm gonna say, some traditional food that is awesome for everyone. The place, some cities and some villages that have some legendary things that why not to come to visit.
Okay. And then the other question would be, where do you see Albania going within like the next 10 years?
To be in Europe.
To be part of Europe?
Yes, it's the best thing that all of Albanians like me are gonna say on Albania. We're gonna have some, we don't like to come with a visa or with a passport.
Right.
Always we're gonna say to
be in Europe,
yes.
to be included in the EU.
Yes.
Okay.
It's the best thing.
All right, thank you very much. And what was your name?
Aragon.
Aaron.
Aragon.
Aaron.
No problem.
Oh, sorry. All right, well, thank you very much. My name is Michael. Thank you.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you. Hey, excuse me. Can I ask you a few questions about Albania? So what is one thing that everyone should know about Albania?
One thing that everyone should know about Albania is that we're not like taken in Marco from Travoja. We're very nice people, very friendly people, and we love when others come here and show us their culture.
Okay. And within the next 10 years, where do you see Albania going?
I think will be much more than it is right now, because everything is in progress,
Right.
And I think it's gonna be a better place for a better future.
What do you think about American men?
I think American men are great. I have a lot of friends in America, and they invite me often to go there because they're like, I can say they're like us.
Like Albanians?
Yes. We have very common things. And I have very American friends, and they are such nice people. Invite me all the time,
Yes.
and they are very friendly, very lovely.
All right. Well, thank you very much. And what was your name?
Janisa. And I invite you and other Americans to come to Travoja. It's my birthplace. It's a very wonderful place.
Travoja, you say?
Yes. I think you can enjoy it and show other Americans that the movie Taken is not like they showed the Travoja.
Okay. All right. Yeah, you heard it here. You got to come to Albania. All right. Thank you very much. All right. You have a good one. Excuse me. Can I ask you some questions about Albania? All right. So, what is one thing that you would recommend for anyone to know about Albania?
Everything. Albania is a beautiful country. Beautiful people, kind people.
Yes.
It's not a very quiet country, but here in Tirana, it's, I speak more German.
Oh, no problem.
How it's a little bit too much noise. Too many people here all around the other countries, but it's for vacations, it's wonderful.
And where do you see Albania going within like the next 10 years? Like, do you think more tourism or what do you think?
If we are in the United Community in BE,
Oh, within the EU?
EU, yeah. Yes. It could be better, but I don't know. For the moment, we are all planning to go, for example, to study outside Albania. But for vacations, for family, our heart is here.
Very good.
Yes.
And now, what's the last question? Like, what's your opinion on the other Balkan nations as an Albanian? How do they view Albanians, or how do you view them?
Very often here.
Okay.
For example, Macedonia, Kosovo, they come for vacation every summer here.
Okay.
For Serbia, I don't know.
Now, I've heard some things where, like the other Balkan nations don't like Albania as much.
They don't like us. Yeah, that's for real. I have lived in Germany for 4 years, and they don't really like us.
Why is that? Do you know?
I don't know. We are from Balkan. We have the same blood, but I don't know why this is.
Interesting.
From old history,
So they're not really getting rid of the stuff
Yes.
from the past.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. Well, thank you very much. And what was your name?
My pleasure. Ella.
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 And my name is Michael. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too.
Yeah, and thank you very much.
Goodbye.
All right, guys, and that is the end of the video. We just finished up Ask an Albanian, where we learn a little bit more about Albania from an Albanian's perspective. And if you guys enjoyed this video, make sure you like and subscribe. It helps me out a lot. And I will see you guys in the next video. Peace.